This Word document works with a few concepts here. One of the styles, let's say you want to make something a certain type of font or whatever. I could go into here, I could create a style. We have these here. I hold my mouse, it gives you a preview. So if I want to do a style, I say create a style. And I'm going to call from formatting here. That's not quite what I want to do if it's already existing. I explode this thing here, that little launcher here. I click on this icon down here, new style. So what it is, I'm going to give it a name. And let's say I just want to call it Tigers. And you could do the formatting in here. Let's say I want to make it bold. I want to make it, let's say 14. Okay, I'll be, let's say Arial. And let's say I want to give it a color. Go to format. A lot of things here. Font. I want to make it a color here. Font color. Let's say I want to make it a deep orange. It shows a sample here. I say OK. I say OK. It's got tigers there. Go over here. Click on tigers. Scroll down. Tigers. Tigers. There's another one further down. Tigers. Great way. However, we have decided that we want to adjust the spacing. I missed this one here for the extinct subspecies. Let's say we want the space, we want to adjust it. We want it underlined. You can edit it. I go into here, Inspector, Manage Styles here. What I do here, I could just click in here, shows it there. Right click inside here, modify. What I want to do here, I want this underlined. We all know how to do that. Next thing we want to do, we want less space in between these two paragraphs. I go to format here, I go to paragraph, and I go into indents and spacings. It's putting 10 characters or points after this here. I'm going to change this to 5. I say OK. I say OK. It's changed here. Scroll up to the beginning. It's all changed. Next thing I want to do, I might want to add an illustration to this. We'll do this later. If we have to change margins, you know how to do this. We're doing a newsletter, for example. I go into Layout, Margins, Custom Margins, very bottom, and I have 1/2 inch here. Half, left, right. It's adjusted things here. I don't need this panel right now. Next thing I want to do here, I want to adjust the vertical spacing here. I want to do this with all the normal paragraphs or everything in here. I could do a Control A, selects all the text here. I'm going to go and change the vertical spacing on the Home tab. I click inside here. It says here, it's showing things here at 1.15. Let's say I want to make it 1.5. So it's spreading things out a little more. If I want to turn this into columns, highlight everything, Control A, Layout, Columns. You could do it instantly, but if I click on more columns here, 3. If I want a line in between, I check that off. I say OK. I want the text even left and right. Control J justifies. If I want to keep it left, I'll leave it left. And I have paragraph markers on. And what you can do here, which is kind of nice to do, see what it says 3.3 meters here. If you want this all together on one line here, I'm just doing this hypothetically. I'm going to get rid of that space here. Hold down the Control Shift and the space together. You get that little circle here. It all goes to the next line with those required spaces. Also works with hyphens. Control Shift Dash if you have a company name. Special characters. You might want to put a special thing in here, like you can do, like if I say copyright, it doesn't do it here. It should. Now it worked because it was next to the period. If you want a special character, you would go onto the Home tab. I go into Symbol. Shows things here like asterisk, more symbols. You can go and use special ones there. You've got a character number there. I could just say insert, close. I have a special asterisk there. Talking about views. If you look at this thing here, this is on 6 pages here. If I do a print preview, it shows all the spaces here. Let's say you want to move things around. You click on the word view. You click on outline. So what it is here, I have special styles that I applied here. If I collapse them, I click on scroll up to the top here, click on this line here. You can move things around the entire thing here. If you're in this view here, it's an awkward view to use. I'll be very honest about that. And I'm going to say close outline view. And for some reason, when I did something here, it moved another paragraph here. I could do a couple of undos. I just did a Control Z there. If I were using the strong ones here, like let's say I go into here and I change this to, let's say, heading 1, heading 1. You'll see something in a minute here. Heading 1. Changing this just a little bit to show you the example here. Heading 1. Scrolling down quickly. Heading 1. Extinct subspecies here. Now watch this. I go to view. I'm going to click on outline. Now what it is here, show level, level 1. Let's say I want to start off with extinct subspecies. I click on that plus, drag it up above tigers, close the outline view. It puts this up here. Talk about adding a picture. Let's say I want to put a picture in here. Pretty easy. You click on insert, pictures. You're going to have to browse. I will go where I put the folder on my desktop. I have a tiger folder here. And let's say I want to put the tiger with the baby. It falls right in there. And if I want to make it smaller, I want to make it, let's say, 1 inch high. I want text to wrap around it. I click inside here. Square. I can pull it down. Pull it to the right, left, middle. Got that there. And you can put in these styles here. Drop shadow rectangle here. Again, I could resize it. Go into the corner. You can put it in between columns. Move this over to here. And I'm going to enlarge this again. You could change the picture to another one here. You can go into color here. Got these effects here, artistic effects. When you hover, it gives you a title. So you've got that in there. You could do other corrections here, like a photo. It's not Photoshop. So I've lightened it a bit. You could crop a photo if you want. Let's say I don't want the bottom of it. I click on the crop tool. I just go on that thick line there, pull it up a bit. Click on the crop again. I have shrunk it down. If I want to do a drop cap, go up to the beginning here. If I want to do, let's say, the Ballet Tiger, I go onto the Design tab, and I didn't want to do that one. I would go into Insert. You have Drop Cap. I could do a drop cap over here in margin. Some of them don't look so good. That one looks good, okay? Shows you different ways of doing it. If I go into another word here, I'm trying to find something besides the, which everything begins with. If I click inside drop cap here, dropped in margin, that's when you don't want. Other options there. So that way you can make it look like an old-fashioned novel.